Hey guys, Erik Peterson here, and I'm a men's dating and relationship coach for Skill of Attraction. And in today's reaction video, we're going to be looking at a couple of videos of women talking about aging and the dating pool drying up for them. And just so you guys know, I do plan on doing my normal videos. I'm just trying some different things here to give the channel some dimension. Okay, so don't worry about that. Keep coming back. I will start making those soon. But let's get on to the first video.
I'm just getting on here for all the girlies who are in their 30s. I'm 33, turning 34 next month. And I'm just fucking done dating. Like, excuse my language, but I'm done. Like, for a while there, I was on a kick for the younger guys because that was all that was hollering at me. Because I must say, I think I look pretty good for being 33. So I was like, okay, I'm done with the young ones. Like, they're too immature. Like, I'm looking for something more serious in life. They're not doing it for me. Cool, whatever. I reunite with an ex that I was with when I was 22, and this was like always the one who got away from me. Mind you, he is 3 years older than me, gonna be 37 in January. This man is emotionally unavailable. So they're too immature in their 20s, and then they're possibly still emotionally unavailable in their 30s. I understand why my mom is 60 years old and still single and just said forget it, because that's what it's about to be.
Okay, so it's not that men are emotionally unavailable, they're just not interested. Big difference there. And the fact that her mom is 60 and still single, I mean, clearly there's something wrong there. And she has passed that on to her daughter. Now, 33 isn't too old. And yeah, she still looks pretty good. I could see how she could easily still attract decent men. But the problem is, these days, feminism has taught women to focus on career, focus on going out and partying and sleeping around, doing all that in your youth. But there's a reason why, for thousands of years, women and men have been getting together while women are still young and still fertile. There's an actual reason for that. And feminism comes along and says, no, 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 don't pay any attention to that. You will still get what's due to you. Men will still be around. But the truth is, those men, now that they're older, more mature, have more going for them, have a lot more value, they've become high value men, they're looking for those younger, fertile women. They're not looking for party girls that are in their mid 30s who've slept around a lot, who've been focusing on their career and have zero skills in terms of maintaining a relationship, how to be a good wife, be a good mother. They're just not taught that stuff anymore. And then they expect men to be jumping at the opportunity to be with them just because they're attractive. I mean, she's right. When men are in their 20s, we tend to be kind of worthless. And I don't mean worthless as a human being. I just mean we don't have the value that we really need in order to keep a woman interested and make a woman feel safe and taken care of. We just don't have that. We don't have the experience. We don't have the value. We still have a lot of life to live before we get to that. That's why men who tend to be in their mid 30s or so tend to be at their peak, both physically, financially, and they're also mature and have an understanding of life. They have experience. But for most of these women, I don't want to say most, but for a lot of these women, they have no experience with any of that. Their experience is being a wage slave and going out and partying and sleeping around and getting drunk, and all that stuff is fun. Not the wage slave stuff, but going out and partying and drinking and sleeping around. It is. But if women want a good man, then they have to be a good woman. And so many people don't understand that. And that's not just women, that's men too. If you want a high quality partner, then you have to be a high quality partner yourself. And this girl talking about dating all the younger guys, she wasn't doing that just because they were interested. She was interested in them, probably because they still like to party, they still like to have casual sex, and it was just fun for her. And now that she's ready to settle down, she can't find any guy. And the thing is, she went back to one guy who she dated when she was 22, and he was probably just interested in a quick roll in the hay, nothing more. But to her, he's emotionally unavailable. No, he just wasn't that interested in you. And a lot of women have difficulty differentiating between men who want to sleep with them and men who are genuinely interested in them. And a lot of times women often dump the men who are interested in them, the so-called good guy, because he's not that exciting. So they want to go off with the other guy who's super exciting and is good in bed, gives her good experiences. But then she realizes that they're emotionally unavailable. So you have to pick one or the other. And ladies, if you want to have a good man, you can't spend your best years partying and sleeping around and focusing on your career. You have many years to have a career. You don't have to do it when you're in your mid-20s. And yes, when you're young, that's when you should be doing the partying, but I wouldn't go all out. No man likes a woman who sleeps around with a bunch of guys. No man wants a party girl. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're fun. I've dated many party girls, but I would never marry any of them. I would never settle down with any of them. I would never take any of them seriously. So ladies, you have to figure out what's important to you, and as do men, and then take action accordingly. Men aren't going to be waiting around for you to get done partying to decide that you're ready to settle down now. No, they're going to go for the women who are ready for a family or ready to get married or ready to settle down. And men are going to typically aim towards the younger women because they're fertile. They're not jaded by life yet. They don't have that many experiences. But in this next video, this woman, she has it all figured out. I'll show you.
The real reason why men date younger women is not because of their physical appearance, their bodies. No, because today with plastic surgery and everything else, you barely know who is 40 and who is 18. Guys date younger women because they're easily manipulated. They're gonna be very happy with a few crumbs because maybe they didn't experience much in the world. They're gonna be just easily impressed. And it's way cheaper to date a younger girl.
Yeah, see, she has it all figured out. She believes that men only are interested in younger women because we can manipulate them. We don't have to spend a lot of money on them. They don't have a lot of experience yet. So we could totally take advantage of that. And maybe that is true for a couple of guys here and there. But in the big picture, none of that is true. Men don't think that way. We aim for younger women because they're fertile. They're usually prettier. They usually haven't been jaded by life yet. We can still show them experiences. I mean, a lot of women, like we were just talking about, they get all their experience from partying and being taken aboard yachts and flown all over the world when they're in their 20s. And I mean, if that's what you want to do, that's when you take advantage of that. But when you're ready to settle down in your 30s or 40s, you can't expect men to be dropping at your feet begging for a chance with you because you've already had all those experiences. There's nothing left for us to show you, but that's only a small part of it. And really what this all boils down to is competition anxiety. These older women, and they're not that old, by the way, but these older women, they understand that the dating pool is drying up and quickly because all the good men are either married or they're not interested in them. So how they respond to that is by shaming men and making them feel bad about it because really these women are out of options. There's not that many men their own age or even a little older that are single, available, and interested in women in their 30s and 40s. Now, don't get me wrong. I date women my own age sometimes. Sometimes I date younger women. But when I'm thinking in terms of family, I want children, I'm going to be looking at the younger ladies. Okay? Because they could still have children. They still want to have a family. I would not date any women over 35 if I wanted to start having a family. Because at a certain point, the older a woman gets, the less likely she is to get pregnant. It's not that she can't get pregnant at 35 or 40. She can, but the chances are much, much, much less likely. And I've heard all the excuses that, well, these days medicine can make that happen. Yeah, but can your body handle it? And can you handle being a mother chasing around a 2-year-old when you're in your 40s? My point with all of this is don't let these women shame you and make you feel bad about your decisions. They had the same opportunities when they were younger, and they made a different choice. And that's what life's all about, making choices and accepting the consequences of those choices if they were the wrong choice. Believe me, I've made some terrible choices when I was young, and I've had to deal with it now that I'm older. But that's just how life goes. So don't worry about all the aging stuff, guys, because it is what it is. We all age. They just happen to make some bad choices, which led them to where they are today. So be sure to head over to my website at soa.fm. That's SOA for Skill of Attraction, and FM because it's fucking magic. The website is 100% free. There's no catch. You just sign up, choose your name. You could remain anonymous and just join the community. I think you'll enjoy it. You'll learn a lot. Because not only am I participating there, but other men are there as well. And everyone just asks questions, shares information, and gives opinions, basically. So that's soa.fm. And be sure to like this video and subscribe. And that's it for this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.